Okay, this is the hip crossover stretch with the palms down. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your client lay down on their back, lay flat here. They're gonna bring their knees up into a little bit of a flexion here. They're gonna make sure that their feet are running parallel. Okay, so go ahead, there you go, perfect. The palms are gonna be, or the arms are gonna be out about shoulder height, creating 90-degree angles here with their palms down, okay? And then what your client's gonna do next is they're gonna take their right leg and they're gonna go across their left knee, but their leg is just gonna go from the ankle. So the ankle is just gonna be over just below the knee, perfect. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna push that knee towards the wall and get a stretch there on that hip, and then you're gonna roll up towards me. So you're gonna come up off of that hip and you're gonna drop your knee and your foot down towards me, okay? Go ahead. And then you're gonna look the other direction. No, keep that foot flat, just only go as far as you can, okay? There you go, okay? And you're gonna get that stretch and feel it there. Good, and relax, and then you'll go ahead and you'll switch and you will go the other way, and you're gonna do that exact same thing, and on each side, you're gonna hold it for 1 minute, okay? Okay, this one is called the Crocodile. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna have your client lay flat on their back, laid out completely. They're gonna have their arms again out about shoulder height with the palms facing down. And then what you're gonna have your client do is they're gonna take the right leg and they're gonna lift it up and stick their Achilles tendon here in between their big and second toe. Okay, they're gonna brace it and pretty much right in between there. Good, see if you could shift your Achilles in between your big toe and that set, yeah, there you go. Okay, now what she's gonna do is she's gonna come up on to her left hip, so she's gonna rotate that right one up and face towards me, good, and then she's gonna look the opposite direction, and she's gonna hold this position here, breathing, not trying to be too strenuous or anything, just kind of relax, and she's gonna hold this position for 1 minute. After that 1 minute is up, she's gonna roll it back down, she's gonna relax, she's gonna end up switching sides, so then she'll take her left over her right, she's gonna lift up onto that other side, turn and face me, and hold again for another minute, okay? This is the Crocodile. Okay, this one is a standing windmill. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna have your client go up against the wall. The heels, their buttocks, and their shoulders are gonna touch the wall, okay? You wanna make sure that their feet are running parallel and about hip width apart. So roll this one in just a little bit, good, perfect, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your arms straight out up against the wall, okay? Palms are gonna be on the, no, perfect, palms are facing out. Good. You want to have about a 90-degree angle here, okay? And then what you're going to do is she's going to lean towards her right. She's going to bend at her torso here, lean down to the right, and then she's going to come up, and then she's going to lean down to the left. So go ahead, keeping the hands and everything on the wall. Good. And then come back. Good. And then go down the other way. Perfect, okay? You're going to do that for 5 repetitions. After that, you're going to widen the feet just a little bit. You're going to go about 1.5 feet, okay? And then you're gonna do the exact same thing, keeping everything there, 90-degree angles, perfect. Go down, bend at the torso, back around, keeping those hands flat up on the wall, good, okay? Again, 5 repetitions on each side. After she has accomplished that, she's gonna go a little bit wider with her stance. If you notice, her stance went a little bit wider during that. You only want about 2.5 feet wide, okay? You're almost getting 3, so come back in, there you go. Okay, now keep hands and everything on the wall, then you're gonna drop down, keep butt, shoulders, back, head on the wall. Good, and come back up. That's gonna be 5 on each side. Okay, just like so. Come up, relax. And then you're gonna bring their feet back to the normal stance, about shoulder width apart. Making sure heels, buttocks, and shoulders on the wall, arms straight out, palms facing out. And then you're gonna do another 5 on each side. Good, stay on the wall, perfect. There you go, and that's a standing windmill. All right, this is standing arm circles, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your client in the upright position. They're gonna have their feet shoulder width apart, running parallel, straight along, okay? And then what she's gonna do is what we call the golfer's grip case. She's gonna take her 4 fingers and touch them to the pads of her palm there, perfect, and then have her thumb sticking out. From there, she's gonna take her arms and pull them out to straight out, or not straight out, out to the side of her there, okay? She's gonna squeeze her shoulder blades back here a little bit, okay? And then now what she's gonna do is she's gonna roll her hands forward, up and over, creating circles here, okay? Just like that, and you could go a little bit more aggressive with them, good, okay? She's gonna do 40, making sure everything's nice and relaxed here, but her shoulder blades are still touching, okay? After she has completed those 40, she'll turn her palms up, and then she's gonna roll her hands backwards, okay? Creating backward circles here, okay? And maintaining good posture and everything here, all right? This is, oh, and then you're gonna do 40 of these as well, okay? After that, then she's gonna be done and relaxed. These are standing arm circles. Okay, this is static extension position. You're gonna have your client start off on their hands and knees, or also known as the quadruped position, okay? And then what you wanna start off with is make sure that their hips and knees are in line with each other and that their shoulders and wrists are in line with each other, okay? And then you want the hands to be about shoulder width apart, so you go just a little bit wider. Good, perfect, okay? Now from here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna ask your client to go ahead and walk their hands forward about 4 to 6 inches. You go a little further than that, that was only like 2. Good, perfect, okay? Now you're gonna shift the body up and over so that the shoulders and wrists are back in line. The hips are gonna come forward just a little bit, and you're gonna relax at the low back, kind of just let your stomach sag, so nope, don't roll back. Yeah, I rolled down, there you go, perfect, okay? And then here at their shoulder blades and her thoracic back area, she's gonna just drop in and have her shoulder blades touch here, okay? Yep, and you're gonna get this little nice curve right here in the low back, okay? Head's just gonna relax and just breathe with it, okay? You're gonna hold this position for 2 minutes. This is static extension position. Okay, this is the upper spinal floor twist. So what you're gonna do here is have your client lie on one side in the fetal position like so, okay? Go ahead and bring your knees up just a little bit so they're in line kind of with your hips, creating that 90-degree angle. Arms are gonna be straight out here. Again, the one arm's creating that 90-degree angle, the other one's on top, laying on top, nice and relaxed, okay? Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna open up that top hand and bring it out to the opposite side up towards me, okay? Go ahead, and then you're gonna go ahead and look that direction. Good. Now you don't want the knees to come apart here, okay? So what you could do is you could take that other hand there and place it on top of that leg, on top of the leg, yep, there, so that the knees and everything do not come apart, okay? Here, you want to try to open up the body, but make sure that you're breathing and staying nice and relaxed and everything is good. Now turn your head and keep looking this way. There you go, good. You don't want them to be sitting there looking straight up. Have them looking towards that hand that's facing out that way, okay? You're gonna hold this position for 1 minute, then you're gonna relax, you're gonna go back over, and then you do it onto the other side, okay? This is the upper spinal floor twist. Okay, this is the assisted hip lift. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your client put their feet up against the wall. You wanna create a 90-degree angle here from their hips, knee to ankle, okay? You want their feet running parallel. But you also want your knees and the feet to be about hip width. So she's a little bit narrow, so I'm gonna have her widen her feet just a bit. There you go, okay, perfect. All right, so now from here, what she's gonna do, she's gonna take her right leg and she's gonna cross it over her left knee, okay? So go ahead and take your, yep, perfect. Now, as you see here, her butt came up off of the ground just a little bit, so if that happens, go ahead and put your foot back on there. You're gonna have them slide back just a little bit further, okay? Go a little more, good, okay? Just so that she doesn't come lifting up off the ground. Now go ahead, make sure those feet are running parallel, perfect. Now you're gonna take that right leg and cross over that left knee again, good. And then from there, what she's gonna do is she's gonna take that right knee and she's gonna push it towards the wall, okay? Using her hip muscles there, okay? She's gonna just stay nice and relaxed and hold that position there. Make sure that her spine's nice and in line and everything, nice and relaxed, breathing. She's gonna hold this position for 1 minute. After that, she'll go back to the start position and she's gonna switch sides, again, holding that side for 1 minute. This is the assisted hip lift. This is the downward dog. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your client start off on their hands and knees, okay? You wanna make sure that the knees are underneath the hips here and that the wrists are underneath the shoulders and in line. So go ahead and move forward just, not your knees, just your upper body. Perfect, okay? Now from there, what you're gonna do is you are gonna come up and you're gonna lift your knees up and bring your body up into the piked position there, okay? Perfect. Keeping the arms nice and long and straight, and the head is gonna be relaxed. From here, you kind of see she's creating an A-frame. Now what you wanna do is you wanna keep your thighs tight and then your heels pushed down towards the ground, okay? Relax your head, there you go. Now you're gonna hold this position for 1 minute, okay? This is the downward dog. Okay, this one is supine foot circles and point flexes. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your client lay down on their back here, okay? She's gonna keep her left leg fully extended down on the ground, making sure that the toe is pointed up towards the ceiling, okay? And then she's gonna bring up her other leg towards her chest and bend her knee, okay? And then she's gonna go ahead and lift your foot up, and you're gonna take your hands, clasp them behind your knee, okay? Here, perfect, all right? So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna create circles, and you're gonna go towards the left with your foot. So you're gonna go counterclockwise for 40, and try not to move through the knee. I want you to move just through the ankle here, okay? Good. After that, then she's gonna go the other direction, clockwise for 40, okay? After she's accomplished that, she's gonna do now point and flexes. So now she's gonna point her toe down, and then she's gonna flex it up. Point it down, flex it up. Good. She's gonna do that for 40. Making sure the whole time that her foot is pointed up towards the ceiling there on the down foot, okay? After she's done accomplishing that, she's gonna relax and she's gonna switch side. She'll do another 40 circles counterclockwise, and then another 40 clockwise, and then point and flexes for 40 there, making sure that that opposite toe is pointed towards the ceiling, okay? This is supine foot circles and point flexes. Okay, this one is the Airbench. So you'd want your client to be wearing shoes, but if they don't have any shoes, you could use a mat here, okay? Just so that they don't slip off of the wall or anything like that, okay? Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your heels back up against the wall, your butt on the wall, and your back on the wall, okay? Perfect. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna have them walk their feet out in front of them as they slide down the wall, okay? Go ahead and walk out. Keep going, just a little bit more. You're gonna be not quite parallel. Keep going a little bit more. You want about 105 degrees there, okay? Perfect. Now what we've got is a good position here. She's nice and relaxed. Her hips are just a little bit above her knees, and go ahead and walk your feet out just a little bit. Good. And you want the ankles just out in front of your knees there just a bit too, okay? Making sure that her butt and shoulders and back are up against the wall. She's nice and relaxed. Hands can hang down to the side, or she could have them right in front of her lap, and she's just gonna sit there and breathe. Now, a key important factor here is we wanna make sure that her weight is distributed more to the back of her heel and not in front of her toe. So if she's feeling it more up in her toes, she wants to try to shift a little bit more towards into the back there with her body pressing up against the wall. She's gonna hold this position for 2 minutes, okay? Making sure that they're breathing and staying nice and relaxed, okay? This is Airbench.